Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Corey Guyton coming back with the third episode of Through the Eyes of a Man, the inspirational series to ladies or to women. I want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos. Thank you for the support. Because at one point I thought, I don't want people to think that this is about self-promotion for me. This is not about Corey. I promise you it's not about me. I can care less if I get rich. I can care less if I get famous. I am a vessel. Let me make that clear. I am a vessel. I pray before every video I do. I say, God, just use me as a vessel. I want him to put the ideas, put the thoughts, everything that comes out of my mouth. I want it to be through my higher power. And so this is not about me. If you're seeing me in this video and you watch these only because of Corey, then I'm not doing my job, because it's not supposed to be about me. And so I just want to thank all the people that sent me the messages that said, keep doing this, because that just confirmed what I felt like God put on my heart to do. And so just thank you. And so I'm going to speak a little faster today because I don't want to do 12 and 13-minute videos, because that's just a lot of time. So I'm going to speak fast, so hopefully you can follow me. So here we go. Today's topic is talking about lost cause. What I mean about lost cause. Last week I had two young ladies who approached me and said, and these were two separate occasions, and said that I don't feel like God intended for me to date. Well, that's what one lady said. And then the other young lady said, I just feel like a lost cause. And both of these young ladies been through situations where they had good men, and they kind of felt like they pushed the good man away, or the good man didn't stick around to deal with the fact that they are still suffering from previous relationships. And so they feel like, I'm just a lost cause, no guy ever gonna want me, and all those things. There's a lot of young ladies that are dealing with this, and I wanted to address this topic. When I was talking to one of the young ladies, I said, well, you're not a lost cause. I said, right now, you just haven't fully healed from your previous situations. Now, do I feel like we ever 100% heal from any situation we done wrong? No, because I don't think we ever fully forget. But even when you think of a psychologist, what they do, they help you cope with your situation. I watch all those addiction shows, and they talk about how people never deliver from their addictions or deliver from whatever. They learn to cope with it. And that's what I need to push in terms of healing. You have to heal properly. And when I asked her about heal, I said, well, when I told her, you haven't fully healed from the situation, she said, well, I was single for 1.5 years and I didn't do anything. And she saw that as healing. But during that 1.5 years, what did you do to cope with the situation? And that's almost like a person, and I parallel these because I think it's so similar. The guys that go off, and the ladies also, they go off to the military and they go to war. They come back, and in war you're shooting and you're always watching behind your back because you don't want to get killed, you don't want to get wounded. When they come back, they have what a lot of them have what's called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and that's when they relive these moments. So if they're walking down the street and somebody run up on them, they automatically turn around and get defensive because they remember those traumatic moments. Same thing with you, ladies. Sometimes when so many guys do you so bad, and you end up getting, let's say, a good guy, a guy that's treating you with respect, it's two things that happen. One, if he does anything that's similar to what those guys done, you automatically put a wall around your heart, or you're just afraid to open your heart. This is the second thing. You just don't want to open your heart to a good guy. Even if you know he's the perfect guy, it's like, I do not want to open my heart to be hurt again. To me, that's not healing fully, or not healing as much as you probably should. Think about this. Because a lot of women think they are healed. And so think about a person breaking their arm. When you break your arm, they put a cast on it. No, they put it back in place. They put a cast on it. And then you wear it for so long, they take the cast off. And then you have to do little therapies, and they tell you don't do too much with it because it's still not fully healed. But to the average person, when they look at your arm, it looks like it's healed. To you, you may move it and say, man, it feels good. But the doctor tell you, don't do anything on it for a couple more months, even though it looks great and feel great. Why? Because there's still some deep it's still within there. It's some things that's not fully healed. Same thing with relationships or after a bad relationship. Even though you may feel okay, I've been single for a year, or even if you, if you've been single for a year, you feel good, people look at you and say, oh, you're doing great after this breakup or whatever. That doesn't mean you're healed. And a part of the healing process, one, you need to be mad. You need to allow yourself time to be mad. And I say that because what happens is a lot of young ladies break up with men, and I was this guy before. So I seen this happen because I was the guy in the situation. They'll break up or they'll separate themselves from the young lady, and then the ladies will be mad at the guy, but then they continue to be friends with the guy. So how do you get closure from a situation when he's still around and he's still in your ear, and now you see him dating somebody else? You have to separate yourself, and you need to allow yourself time to be mad at this guy, because when you allow him to be a friend again, you just basically said, I can't be mad at you any longer. Why? Because as soon as you mad at me, I'm a guy now in this situation. As soon as you mad at me when we agreed to be friends, you said we can be friends. Now he throws that back on you, so now you can't be openly mad at him. Now you're internalizing it. So please allow yourself time to be mad. The second thing is you have to vent. My mother passed away when I was 16. I held that in for 7 years before it came out. I tried to be hard. I tried to feel like, next week I tried to go back to school and all those things. 7 years later, you know what, it came out. And it came out big time. I didn't heal from that situation. I didn't cope with the situation the way I was supposed to. And so it came out. Now, everything is going to come out. And so in some of these dating situations with young ladies, it comes out whenever you with a new guy and he's treating you good, and now it comes out on him and it pushes him away. And so I just want to encourage you to focus on healing. Healing means you're talking to, it's nothing wrong with going to a counselor. Counselor is not a bad thing. A counselor helps you learn how to cope with the situation. There's nothing wrong with talking to people that you feel comfortable venting to. A lot of people shut themselves off from the world. And my pastor always said, when you shut yourself down, you just give the devil so much room to put things in your ear. And so when you idle, then you start hearing all these things. And then I'm sorry, it is my belief, if you don't believe in God, if nothing else is working, why not give it a try? It worked for me. So I just want to encourage you to stay strong. You are not a lost cause. Like I said, anything that's wounded can be healed. You got to believe it, and you got to believe it. The problem is, a lot of people don't believe it. These young ladies said they were a lost cause. And the first thing I said is, you got to believe that you're not a lost cause. God did not put you on this earth, or he would not leave you on this earth if you were a lost cause. Anybody can bounce back from anything. Anybody, drug addict, anybody, sexual addiction, whatever. You can overcome anything. I know, because people do it every day. And so I just want to encourage you, men, we got to step up, because we doing the damage. But then we'll damage a woman, but we don't want to date a woman that's damaged. That's such a contradiction. We got to do better. I'm not saying that I'm better than any other man, because I was that guy one time. And, I do apologize, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Men, if you are doing this, try to help some of these young ladies. It's going to be your daughter one day. Some people, mothers going through this. You don't want your sisters to go through this. Think about that, because you're going to be mad if a young man does your daughter wrong. I can promise you that I'm gonna have my pistol ready for these young guys whenever I have a young girl. And so honestly, guys, we have to step it up. We got to change our train of thinking. So this is something I just wanted to give you, hope to inspire you. Just believe. All you got to do is just believe that the original plan was created for you to have a significant other, but just heal properly. And so I just want to put this message out. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, please email me at corey.guyton@gmail.com. Find me on Facebook. Send me what you want me to talk about. But again, my contact information, corey.guyton@gmail.com. Website, www.corey.guyton.com. Twitter, Corey Guyton. Facebook, find me, Corey Guyton. And I want to thank you. The book, let me tell you the progress on the book. I have all the edits back. The interior of it is already formatted, waiting for the book cover to be completed. Once that's done, then I can get it bound, and then I can sell them. I'm going to sell them on Amazon. So At first I wasn't, but I'm gonna put them on Amazon. So I appreciate your support. Keep watching the videos. I promise they're gonna get better and better because God is gonna continue to use me. I just want to help make change. You have an obligation to make change, so please get out there and help somebody. Ladies, if you think like a queen, you will act like a queen, causing others to treat you as a queen. Thank you and have a blessed day.